Shalom, shalom. Hey, I like to start out by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Rakar Kodash, double honors to apostles, and salutations to the brothers, the hopeful elect that's pushing this truth with sincerity across the four corners of the globe. Hey, man, just had a beautiful dream, man. I had a dream that like 1 o'clock this morning, 12:30 this morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. Brothers was being beamed up. It was three of us. It was two brothers. It was me, another brother. I don't remember for sure who it was, and Akwaf. It was a sister, and it was a beautiful dream and also a bad dream at the same time because as we were being brought up, it was like the first plateau was us getting lifted up and traveling across the country, like how y'all see Goku travel with the light tail behind him, high speeds like that. And as we traveling across from America onto this country where we landed, uh, we watching different continents, different regions pass before us as we going past these different countries and all of that. And literally, we see jets flying back towards America with missiles attached to them, as if the Lord was preparing us to be to board a ship just before the destruction, but we had to get transported out of there via without the ship. So as we in the sky, through the clouds, and watching these jets go the opposite way of us, we get to like a canyon, like a desert area where there's mountains. Look like saying like New Mexico or something. I don't know. It's a very desertous, mountainous type region, and we were dropped off on this high mountain. It was a high mountain. It was like a landing zone for the second plateau, which is to board the actual father ship or whatever. It was a father ship as huge as it was, and it was right above the peak of the mountain. And as we look up, it's no higher than your ceiling in your apartment. When you look up, you see the chariot, and it's covering the whole mass area of the sky around that region. And as we there, and we're bowing our heads and we on our knees praying in Hebrew, us three, we in our garments. I can't really picture the brother who was with me or the sister who was with me, but we praying, and it's like we praying without ceasing, like, just giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. We going off, we praying, like yelling it, and in hopes that the chariot will open up his doors or lower his apparatus to let us board. So we still praying and we still seeing it as it's closed shut. The brother on the side of me, he got frustrated, and he was like, "They not gonna let us in." And as soon as he said that, the mountaintop had like some type of trap door that just opened up right beneath him and dropped him, and you just hear him screaming like if he was being let go out of a whole sky or out of an airplane or something. The way he said, "Ah," and was falling. I'm still on my knees, still on top of that mountain peak, and I'm seeing the chariot still spinning but not opening up its door. So I continue to pray, and I'm still praying. And the sister, she was kind of scared, and we all were scared First of all, we was excited that the Lord at least saw fit to remove us from America. But once we got on top of that mountain, it's just like a tall mountain. Like if you sitting on the top of the pyramid of Egypt or something, and there's no walkway or nothing. There's just enough room for us three to just kneel and pray. And as we kneeling and praying, the sister kind of shook her head, and she was gone. Next time I looked to the side of me, so I'm there by myself, and like I said, I was scared, but I had a sense of assurance, like you just gotta finish one more prayer or something that you gotta say to allow this to take place. All right. So when I continued to pray, somehow I woke up out my dream, and I wasn't anxious or nothing. I just was like, wow, I wish I could go back right now and finish that prayer. But the reason why I say it's good and bad, because I hate to see a brother make it that far just to give up and say, they not opening up the door. And it was also good because I was glad to see that we was that close to boarding this ship and being saved. All right. So that was a quick dream that I wanted to give out right there. I'm at the gig right now, but just for edification's sake, I just wanted to throw a precept in there too, because what happens is brothers kind of lose faith, and they shoot their salvation in the foot, man, when they right there at the last lap. So this is Philippians chapter 2 verse 12. Salat. It's Philippians chapter 2 verse 12, and it reads, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed." All right, so it's like, you kept the fight going as long as you can, when you could, like, as long as you saw miracles or things happening, it was all good. But reading on, it says, "Not as in my presence only." All right, so it was okay when we used to be able to see the Lord and we could pray to the Lord and He answers us immediately. But now much more in my absence. So now that we can't see the Lord or hear the Lord, it's even more essential that you stay in tune in the spirit, and even turn up even more when it comes down to praise and worshiping Him. Because this is where he put you to the test. All right. So in order for you to gain that salvation, the test is, let me see how much you praise me, how much you really believe in me. So, but not much more in my absence. All right, is saying I need you to turn up even more, even though you don't see me right now. So even though the doors didn't open for that brother, he's supposed to still continue to pray. Pray without cease. All right, and finishing off on that verse, it says, "Work out your own salvation with fear and tremble." Because I forgot to tell you, while we was there praying, we all three of us was holding hands, and we was building off each other's spirit. But off the energy that we was excited and relieving some of the fear of knowing that we had each other. But ultimately, when the fear kicks up and you are anxious, that's you having to work out your salvation on your own. Whatever prayer you could think of, or whatever you think can get you to that finish line, you do it. So it says, work out your own salvation with fear and tremble. All right. So it's gonna be tough times where you are afraid, man. All right. You might be shaking in your boots. That's what fear and tremble is about. All right. Because as big as that ship was, it took over like as if. Like right now, I work at the airport, and it's a wide sky area. Like the area is full of sky right now, and it pretty much was able to take up all of this area sky view. So, that was a scary sight. But ultimately, you just gotta hope and keep the prayers up and keep the faith that this is something that's gonna benefit you, no matter how scary it may be. You know, walking through this system alone is gonna be a scary time. All right, it's gonna be perilous times. So little exhortation to the brothers that go through scary times, and quick to pray, and keep the faith, keep it going, man. We in the last lap. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying, and till next time, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem Rakar Kodash. Shalom.